Well, here we have my friend Fuzzy. We're gonna do a little exercise. Sit. We're gonna do a little exercise where she's gonna be eating with my hand in the football as usual. As you know, not as usual, but you know, same exercise I did with Blade earlier today. Again, as I say always, you do this at your own risk and wear safety equipment. I'm not wearing it again because I know what I'm doing. I'm experienced enough to do this like this with no equipment. You have to know the dog before you dare doing no equipment, right? She's learning that eating with my hand in her football is okay. And this exercise with Blade took me 6, 7 minutes. With Fussy will take me about the same. She's learning that my hand being in the football is okay. Fussy was not a foot aggressive when she came to my house, but sadly, sometimes when you have dogs like I do, I got too many in my house. I got to a point where I had 10. Right now I have 9. And this weekend I have to pick up another one, which is going to be 10 again. Everybody has issues, so I have to work with everybody individually. And even though Fuzzy had no issues, I can't trigger any behaviors on her. Be honest, I think she should be adopted to someone with a firm hand. Basically, that's it. But anyways, she ended up eating, among other dogs at one point, and I guess she got away with, barking or growling at another dog that approached her food. I didn't have time to correct her. I didn't notice it probably. The one time that I noticed it, it took me a while to be able to correct her because I was handling another dog that was a little dangerous. So, yeah, she got food possessive here, but since she didn't have that as her main issue when she came to me, as you see, I can push it in. She's very easy to handle. Be honest, Fussy, she's a little stubborn though, but she's easy to handle. To be honest, she's a very sweet, sweet old lady. I love this lady a lot. And whatever home she goes to, just like Blade, you know, actually any dog. I don't care if the dog had issues or not. My first 2 weeks of the dog being in my house, I want him attached to me if they're not kennels, so I can correct or trace. I want him muscled if necessary, if I feel not confident. And I want him to eat like this for the first 2 weeks. Because, a dog that had no issues when he came to your house, like Fussy, could develop issues. And you didn't, if you didn't pay attention the first few days, you never noticed issues being developed. So you want to be careful when doing, getting a new dog in your house. I don't care again whether they had issues or not. You know, dogs develop issues. My personal dogs are developing issues lately. But sadly, that's something that I knew could happen at some point because I have to give more attention to these guys instead of my personal dogs. Lately, my own dogs are jumping on me, which I hate. But and it's hard because I have a dog that is actually allowed to jump on me. My little working Belgian Malinois. So they see that he gets away with it, so they'll push to see if they can get away with it. Fussy, you done eating? Fussy. Oh, she just. Are you gonna get water? Oh, she's getting water. Oh, Fussy, hurry up, sweetie. We don't have that much time in the video. Much time in the video. Let's see what we have. Fussy, hurry up. We have 5 more minutes. Come, sweetie. You want to eat? Let me see. Let me put the pause button on this thing for a minute. Oh, I hit the pause button and she came. Alright. See, she came to the football and I just grabbed it and, sit. You know what? I want you to do down. Down, sweetie. Down. Down. And force it. Down. Good girl. food as a reward. I have so much fun working with these guys. Ah! No, no, no. Down. You're going to eat on a down position. Down. Down, sweetie. She knows down and she knows sit. But she's a very, very stubborn girl. Let me have her eat with her. Ah! Down. I'm not even putting pressure. I'm just putting my hand on her shoulders to remind her. Down. Sit. She gets excited about food. You can tell, you know, that's how she got this fat, right? She gets up every time I put the football between her legs. I'm not going to do that anymore. I'm just going to have her sit and eat. My purpose today is that she eats with my hand in her food bowl. That's it. She gets used to eating with my hands in her food bowl. Simple. Eventually, we will have the food bowl on the floor. Fussy, come here. She doesn't really... come here, Fussy. See if I can demonstrate better. She's not very cooperative with the camera. Hand signal like this means sit. That's what she said. She's almost done with her food. And Fussy, because she's a little fat lady, or big boned, or full-figured, whatever we want to call her, she's on a low-calorie diet also. Weight management formula. That's the one I need for myself. See, I control the food bowl. You know, that's my dominant side. I'm the boss. But my hands give her the food, which is the pleasant side of having my hands in her food. You can't have any fear when you're doing this. They will sense it, and that's going to be ugly if they do. So don't do this. If you're going to do this and you're afraid of the dog, please have it muzzled with a mesh muzzle, so you feed him through the opening at the end. Keep in mind that if you use that method, it's going to take you a little longer to feed the dog. Quite a bit. Because you're going to be one kibble at a time, pretty much. You can't, you know, you could use a basket muzzle and fit the kibble through the side, but I don't really advise doing that. It's too complicated. Best thing is, have the guts and do it like this. But again, have safety equipment on you in case you get bit. My little girl here is almost done. Here you go. Fussy again, if I had a bigger place where I had no freaking neighbors, you know, I would love to keep her. But again, me keeping another dog is bad because I have 4 of my own and I never meant to have more than 2. You know, having so many dogs on my own actually hinders me from being able to help other dogs. So really I would rather have Fussy go to a real good home. And she's done with her food. Well, that's it for this video.